Having discussed why LingSync was created, and having described it abstractly, I'm going to show you how to actually use it. Before I begin showing you how to use LingSync, I want to make it clear that what I am showing you here is one graphical user interface, or GUI, to your LingSync data. The GUI that we are going to learn is called LingSync Spreadsheet, or just LingSync. It is simple and easy to use, is currently being actively used for linguistic fieldwork, and is the recommended GUI. The LingSync Chrome app, or prototype, was developed first. It has more features, it has better import-export, it can work offline, and then sync your data when you connect to the internet, and it allows users more flexibility in defining their data structures. However, it is more complex and arguably more difficult to learn. It's important to realize, though, that you can use either the Spreadsheet or prototype Chrome app interfaces to work with the same data. The Dative GUI is what I am currently working on. The plan is to have Dative as a viable alternative to Spreadsheet in the near future. It will consolidate the best properties of the Chrome app, Spreadsheet, and the online linguistic database into one interface. I will introduce Dative later on in the presentation. For now, we'll focus on the Spreadsheet GUI. It is a web application, which means that you don't need to download anything to use it. Just point your browser to app.lingsync.org. Now you can follow along if you want or not. In the hands-on portion of the tutorial, I will walk everyone through registration and data entry. For the moment, I'm just giving you an illustrated overview of the system. If you already have an account, you can select the LingSync server and log in. If you don't have one, you can click Register in the top right and follow the steps to get an account. This is one of the nice features of LingSync. You can get started using it right away, without downloading anything, and without waiting for a human to approve your registration. Remember LingSync's hierarchical data structure, where access to data is controlled at the corpus level. Once you've logged in, you'll see the list of corpora that you have access to. These are the ones that I have access to. Yours will probably look something more like this. You can click on a corpus to begin using it. Alternatively, you could click on Corpus under the Settings menu, and then create a new corpus, as shown here. You can always click on the LingSync icon on the top left to get back to your corpus list. Once you have clicked on a corpus, the interface for choosing an existing session or creating a new session will be revealed. Here is the interface for creating a new session. We see fields for goal, consultants, language, dialect, and date elicited. So once you have activated a session, we will be brought to the data entry interface shown here. LingSync has a feature called the semi-auto glosser, which learns how you segment words into morphemes and how you gloss those morphemes. The semi-auto glosser attempts to guess the analyses of your words as you enter them. While this can be a useful tool to speed up data entry, it is a good idea to turn it off until you have more data in your corpus for the glosser to learn from. To turn it off, simply uncheck the box for semi-auto glosser on the navigation bar. You can turn it back on at any time. If you click on Session in the navigation bar, the system will reveal the interface for changing to a different session, editing the metadata of a session, deleting a session, or creating a new session. Once you're in the data entry interface, you can create a new record by clicking on an input field and typing in the appropriate data. You can then hit the Enter key or click Create New. To move between records, just click or use the up and down keys. As you enter new records, make sure you click the Save button to save them to the LingSync database on the server. You won't be allowed to navigate away from the data entry interface with unsaved records. The application will autosave every 5 minutes. To edit an existing record, just click on it. To delete a record and do other things, click on the little icon in its bottom right to bring up more options. Click the Delete This Record button to delete it. You can also add comments and upload and play audio files. The record is the basic unit of data in LingSync. The default interface provides the fields shown here. The first four should be familiar from the interlinear gloss text IGT convention. The utterance field should contain a transcription in the object language. The morphemes field is the utterance segmented into morphemes. The gloss field is isomorphic to the morphemes field and contains a gloss for each morpheme. The translation field is for a translation of the whole utterance in the meta-language, for example, in English or Spanish. The judgment field is for indicating the grammaticality or oddity of the object language form. Tags can be used to organize and categorize records. For example, by tagging records that contain an incorporated noun as NI, we can search for this tag later and get a set of records relevant to research on noun incorporation. The Spreadsheet GUI offers basic search and export features. To search, type in your search term and click Go or press Enter. This is substring match across all fields. Make sure you are in the session you want to search. You can search an entire corpus by selecting All Sessions in the session interface. To filter your results further, type in a new search term. This will search only the results of your previous search. To make a brand new search of all the records, just click Clear Results. Export is performed within the search interface. Click the checkbox next to each record that you want to include in the export, or click on the Select All button, then click Export. Here's what an export looks like. You can copy and paste this into another application. You can also export your data from the Frequently Asked Questions page. Click on CSV to export as comma-separated values, or click on JSON to export as JavaScript object notation. This is what a JSON export looks like. JSON is a data structure that can be parsed by any modern programming language. If you click on User Interface under the Settings item in the navigation bar, you can choose a template which determines which fields are available for your records. A number of different data entry templates are available. If you activate a different template and the data entry interface doesn't immediately change to reflect that, just log out and log back in to refresh the interface. If you click on Corpus under the Settings item in the navigation bar, you will see the interface for creating a new corpus and adding users to the corpus you're currently using. Right now, as this slide shows, I am the only administrator and reader of my Blackfoot corpus. Nemo33 and I are the only writers. I can easily add other users with administrator, reader, or writer privileges. Once you start typing a username in the Add User field, the app will auto-suggest matches from the list of existing usernames. Once you have the username you're after, select the appropriate permission and click Add to add the user to your corpus. Here I have granted the user Gretchen M read-write access to my Blackfoot corpus. Click on the Frequently Asked Questions item in the navigation bar to get to the Frequently Asked Questions page. Here you'll find answers to some questions and links to more documentation. LingSync has a Facebook page for news and updates, a series of video how-tos organized into a playlist on YouTube, and its source code, issues, and milestones are all available on GitHub. If you are a developer interested in exploring or contributing to LingSync, this is where you'll want to go. But all you have to remember is the URL for the main LingSync website, lingsync.org. The Facebook, YouTube, and GitHub pages are all linked to from this site. This site also contains other resources such as the tutorial, which is a set of slides similar to the ones I'm showing you now. You can email us at info@lingsync.org with questions, comments, bug reports, feature requests, etc. That email address is also available under the Contact Us link of the main website as shown here.